Hi everyone, so in today's training session we're going to go over selecting the best currency pair to trade. Now first of all, I'd like to say congratulations to everyone in the VIP group this week. Everybody that's watching this video, part of the BD family, I would like to personally thank you all because your results this week have been simply mind-blowing. So I will be sharing them later this week if you're not part of the VIP group, and show you some of those incredible results. So let's dive in and go into today's training. So selecting the best currency pair to trade, I feel, is the most important thing there is to trading, and I think it's a topic that is easily missed. Everybody's out there trying to find setups, trying to find the best strategies, but a strategy is only going to work if you're selecting the correct currency pair. And what I mean by selecting the best currency pair, I mean by selecting a currency pair that has movement. That's the most important thing. We want to be trading the currency pairs that everybody else is trading. That means trading currency pairs that coincide with the market that is open. So for instance, if we're trading the US session, we want to be trading USD pairs, and vice versa. If we're trading the London session, we want to be trading Great British Pound pairs or Euro pairs. So secondly, we want to be trading currency pairs that are flowing. What I mean by flowing is they're making quite obvious highs and lows, up and downs, trending, movement that we can see and can easily predict. And that goes on to our third one, which is a currency pair that is easy to read. So what I mean is, if a trend is going up, if it's an uptrend, it's going to pull back sometime or it's going to reverse. Spotting those signs first gives us an edge in the market. So I've got down here two pictures, two setups, okay, of what I would say is a bad currency pair and I would say is a good currency pair to trade. Okay, now I'm not going to show you exactly which one is which one's a bad one or which one's a good one just yet. What I'm going to do is we're going to head over to the charts now. We can do some live trading. I'll show you how to set up, find the correct currency pairs, and then we can go back to these pictures and hopefully you will be able to tell me which one is a good currency pair and a bad currency pair to trade. So let's go. So now we're over to the charts. I actually planned to take this trade live for you, but I never got a chance to start this video in time. But we're currently 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 trades. I'm going to write this down. So if there's any big, oh, look how nicely that's dropped into the money. So if there's any beginners watching this video, I suggest you get a notebook and pen and just jot down these top tips. So when you're trading on your own, you can just remind yourself of these kind of little tricks to help you get an edge over the market. So first of all, when we begin our trading session, we want to be finding out what trading session we're trading. So a good way to do this is just Google, okay, Forex market time converter, and what this is it will tell you what trading session is open at this very current time. It doesn't matter where you live in this world. There seems to be a time zone for absolutely every place on earth, so don't worry about where you live. There's going to be a time zone for that. But as you can see, for me right now, I am trading the New York session. So for me now, I want to be trading currency pairs that are relevant to that trading session. So for me, I want to be trading USD pairs and the Canadian dollar, let's say, and it's going to be vice versa. If you're trading the London session, you want to be trading Euro and Great British Pound pairs, and also if you're trading the Tokyo session, you want to be trading Japanese yen, let's say. So once I know what currency, once I know what market is open, I want to be trading the correct currency pairs. So what I've got loaded up in front of me is my favorite currency pairs, and as you notice, they're all USD based. So I've got USD Chef, USD CAD, AUD USD, Euro USD, and USD JPY, and I've also randomly got Euro Chef just for some random reason. But what I suggest all beginners to do is stick to 4 currency pairs and stick to those currency pairs every single day. So every single day you're trading those currency pairs. The reason being is because you familiarize yourself with the currency pairs, and you'll see how each one moves every single day. And I'll give you a good example. USD Chef is a downtrend. Okay, it's quite obvious a downtrend. Now, USD Chef every single day is either going to be doing 3 things for me. It's either going to be trending down, trending up, or going sideways. That is it. Okay, and yeah, so if you change currency pairs, you change strategies, you're not going to learn anything because you're going to keep chopping and changing. So it's always good to stick to one thing. Did these trades win? They did. Nicely. All 8 trades won. Nice. So yeah, once I've got my currency pairs, I know what trading session I'm in. I want to be looking at the pairs, right? So let's load up USD Chef. Now, what can you see? It's a downtrend. It's quite obvious it's a downtrend. So first of all, I've already got my edge in the market because I know which way the currency pair is trending. A good way to spot this as well is by using this white moving average. I'm sure you've seen me say it in my videos before, but remember what I said: when the white line is on top, it's a downtrend. Okay, so what do you think it means when the white line is on bottom? It's an uptrend. So white line on bottom, uptrend; white line on top, downtrend. So when we get something like this, when the 2 price lines cross, what do you think it means? It means a trend reversal. So we had an uptrend, the market reversed, downtrend. Pretty simple stuff, yeah? So once I understand this, I know what to do. If you can't see which way the market's going, don't trade it. So for me, in fact, we've just popped watch this. I might take this is a very interesting time at the minute. Okay, let me tell you exactly what's happening now and how I can read the market, because I suppose this comes with knowledge. Okay, right, watch this. I've already established which way the market's heading. It's a downtrend, correct? Right, it's a downtrend. Now, okay, you'd think I would take sell trades. Wrong, because the market's trending down. At some point the market's going to pull back or head back up. Eventually, the market's not just going to drop the whole of its life. It's going to trend down. Eventually it might pull back, then carry on going down, or it could do this. It could trend down and just reverse and start trending up. Right, so there's 2 things that could happen right now: a trend down, pull back, or trend down and reverse. Right, now, because I can see that, because I know the market's trending down, I'm looking for some kind of reversal now in the market, and I believe I've just spotted it here with a bit of divergence. Can you see how, okay, let me draw it for you. Okay, this is pretty simple stuff. Look, we started trend down, pull back, 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 yeah, trend down, pull back, trend down, pull back, trend down, yeah. But this point here, right, is no longer lower. See this here? In fact, I've got this. I need my pullback mode on now. There we go. In fact, I might get into a trade here. Okay, and I'll show you expiry 15 minutes. Let's go. I'm going to wait for the price to drop down a bit more because I want to get in at a nice price. Right, in fact, I'm going to get in now. I'm going to do 4 trades. Okay, there we go. So 4 trades open. Now, as you can see, we have just made our first higher low. this here is no longer a downtrend, it's now an uptrend, right? I got in at this signal candle, this signal arrow here, which also was confirmed by the stochastics, right? Now, I admit what I've just explained here might be a little bit confusing for beginners, but the one thing you need to remember is I can see this. I can spot the trend, I can spot the pullback, I can spot the lower highs and higher lows. That is the key to spotting the correct currency pair to trade, because I can see the market, I can predict the market's next move, right? If the market, let me show you a market that I don't like here. Okay, this is a market, this is Euro USD, right? I do not like this. Why don't I like this currency pair? Well, let me ask you, what is this currency pair doing? Is it an uptrend or is it a downtrend? Well, just by looking at the white line, I can see that it was an uptrend, then it's gone into a downtrend, and now the market is just going sideways, right? Nothing's happening, right? We've clearly had some kind of news up here, so I've had a big push up, we've kind of done this, right? There's nothing, I mean, what the price isn't doing anything, right? It's kind of just going sideways, right? Now that's fine, it's ranging, this currency pair is ranging, but I can't, the reason why I'm not selecting this currency pair is I can't predict its next move, which is the problem, right? A beginner would, let's say, try and trade this currency pair, but I can't, because I can't predict it. This is a currency pair that for me is too risky. What is it doing? You know, because if I zoom in, right, let me just zoom in. Can you see now the white line is on bottom, right? The white line is technically on the bottom, so in theory this should be an uptrend, correct? White line on bottom, uptrend. But you know, if you actually zoom out, it's not really an uptrend. It's, if you actually, you know, if you actually look, another top tip to look at is the arrows. If you join the arrows up, like here, 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 okay, and here, what is this? What's the arrows doing? They're heading down. It's a downtrend, correct? Right? But look at this green arrow. It's up. So is that an uptrend or downtrend? Let me join the last red arrow. What's this? An uptrend or downtrend? It's heading down. It's a downtrend. So the red arrow is telling me it's a downtrend, and the green arrow is telling me an uptrend. So what is it? You know, and that's why I'm not going to trade it. I want to make money in trading. I don't want to take trades for the sake of it, right? I would rather keep my capital than risk it on something that I don't like. So, you know, for today, Euro USD, I'm not going to be trading it, right? Let's see what this trade is doing. Hopefully, look, there we go, nicely into the money. Okay, USD chef, right? We're dropping again, but can you see how this currency pair is easy to predict, right? It's clearly a downtrend, okay, and it's clearly now going up because we're doing this, yeah, right? If I draw the red arrow, let me draw all the red arrows together, and we'll draw all the green arrows, and you'll see what I mean, right? So green, down, 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 up, down, okay, now the red, down, 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 up, okay, right? So both the red arrows is telling, both the red and green arrows are telling me the same thing. It was a downtrend, and now the market's reversing, going into an uptrend. Look at the stochastics. We even have, I'm saying that, look at the RSI. We even have diversion. If you're not sure what diversion is, just give it a Google on YouTube or something like that. I'm sure there'll be many videos explaining what diversions is. I would love to explain to you now, but this video might go on for hours and I don't want to do that, right? But at this very moment now, I'm ahead of the market. I know the market's going up, right? And this is what I was saying earlier, you know, I'm predicting the next market. So if we go back to, right, if we go back to our pictures here, can you see which one is the correct currency pair to trade? Right, this one here, uptrend or downtrend? Uptrend, right? First of all, uptrend. It's easy to predict. Right, so what do I say in an uptrend? Eventually that uptrend is going to pull back. It might pull back and go up, or it might just pull back, it might just trend up and reverse like this, but eventually it's going to pull back. So again, we're already ahead of the market, we know what it's doing, right? When the market is, let's say, doing something like this, I mean, what is it? Look at the state of the candles. Right, we had a big push up, we had a big drop down. We had a big push up, big drop down, big push up, big drop down, push up. You know, this here is risky. You know, is it uptrend? Is it downtrend? What is this doing? I'm not going to trade it. Okay, you can argue, let's say, you know, if a trade meets the rules, you might take the trade, but I would not risk it because of the currency pair. And I feel that's where a lot of traders make the mistake. So what I'm going to do is, in fact, look, I'm going to switch my pullback mode off now, and yeah, you can see, look, you know, quite obvious these are going to be a nice winner. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to speed this video up and we'll let these trades come into the money. Hi everyone, so as you can see, you know, 4 beautiful winners, and that was down to just reading the markets and understanding them. So if I could round this video off, I would say to you this: if you can predict the market's next move, then you're pretty much 99% there of reading the charts and becoming successful in trading, right? That's the important thing. So when you're checking what currency pair to trade, just give you a look, right? If I were to finish this off, right, can you see, right, the 3 green candles now? 1, 2, 3, all of them now in an uptrend, right? We was in a downtrend, right? If you zoom in like this, all of them was in a downtrend, but now we're reversed, heading into an uptrend. You can see here the 2 price lines are just about to cross, and we're now gonna head off into an uptrend, right? That is just about reading the charts. If you see a chart that looks like this, don't trade it, okay? It's too unpredictable. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed today's trading session. If you want me to do more of these, or if you want me to, if you have any questions or you want me to do a video on something else, just pop it in the comments below and I'll happily answer them. And if I get enough people interested, I will do another video. So thank you for watching. If you do have an email, just drop me an email, thebinaryshoya@gmail.com. Thank you.